Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Pick me up. Here we go. Put up.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready, ready.
First carry for James Conner. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
61, match box, lights. Light, get it.
Back to throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, here's Breida. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to a 1st down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
48 Mike. Check right, check right. Shift. Greystone, travel.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. try and run for it with counter. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Now Jackson throwing again. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and it's a tremendous return. They finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set, hut, Feliciano. That's right, man. Been a long day for you.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Let's go now. Go ahead, ring. Record. Check it.
Toss play to Balaj. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding him to a field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They'll drop to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And shutting him off, now open field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Shift, watch the shift. Topper.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and 11.
Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
70, Indy. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Look at me, zipper.
48 Mike, 48 Mike.
Go. Two.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson, option right. They'll have a first down past the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second and 11 now. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They run with Breida, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here we go, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Man out.
On second and 15 now. Jackson. Space to run past the 20. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Ready. Watch it, on the ball.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Counter. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ty Johnson, 29 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Breida, and he's got room. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 6. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Got it.
48's the mic. Check. 48's the mic.
Bravo.
48's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Clear.
Here I come.
2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 59.
I'll go.
Mike is 59.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Silver. Kill.
Hey, get it.
Looking to throw.
He's checking play.
And able to find Green. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You got him. You got him.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Set, ready. 8, read.
Dan.
Hey.
Mike 40. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hey, exit.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. This is Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, that little John helps, able to pick up the first get out of bounds as well.
And he has to play a little bit of risk-reward here at this time because they need these first downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done, get out of bounds, and conserve a little bit of time as they try and get the ball downfield.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Try to be ending.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Play action. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.